Today we'll show how to send and analyze SolidFire logs with Graylog version 3. Version 4 is coming out soon. It's going to work quite the same. And then we also have SolidFire 11.7, which works the same as version 12 in terms of logging. We've created a couple of volumes that we'll use to trigger events, and then we redirected logs to a Linux system from which we send logs further on to Graylog. The Graylog server has two listeners. One is listening for GLF type of data and the other one for syslog. This is being gathered in Elastic. If you use Kibana, we can see that the index that is getting data is Graylog_0, and we can confirm that if we go to System Settings under Indices, we can find the same index. By now, it's gathered around 100 extra messages since we switched from Kibana. Now, the two inputs we mentioned before, I have one syslog-TCP, which is currently stopped. And the reason is it's a little bit harder to set up. It does work, but GLF is easier to set up, and this one is working and receiving data. Now, if I click on Receive Messages, this will not update in real time, but this will show all the messages that have been received so far. Now, with this, the idea is I look for events that I want to report on, and then I can create reports that work with these type of messages. So in this case, I want API calls, and I want API calls that are maybe related to something that is of interest to me, such as deleted volumes or created volumes. So now with this, I can save a report, and then I can set it to update every X seconds or X minutes. So now I'm ready to watch for these events. I go back to SolidFire, I delete one volume, I go back, and within seconds, the message count is updated to show that one deletion has happened. Now, within the same minute, right away, I could also delete another one, which would trigger these events, and then I could send alerts via email or otherwise. So the alert is I want to look for deletions that are more than one per minute. So in order to trigger that event, I delete another volume, and yet another. I'll delete another one just to show also the example where the actual counter is 2. So I have 4 deletions in 2 minutes, 11:14 and 11:15. If I go back to my alerts, I should see 2 alerts generated. And indeed, I can see one at 11:15:01 for the previous minute and the other one right after that. With this report, I can also create dashboards so that I don't have to load reports all the time. And I also customize them and load more than just one in one page. I can change colors and customize as I need it.